The Modern Warfare 2 beta is in full swing, and I've been all hands on for the last 2 days, covering everything, just trying out all the modes and everything like that, just to kind of give you guys some like kind of pros and cons of what I've thought of the game so far. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Graphics wise, this game looks incredible. Lighting, texturing, all of that good stuff. I noticed like when I got shot in the head, shot in the arm, whatever, it looks super realistic, like straight up. It looked like I actually, when I got headshotted, my brains actually exited the back of my skull. That actually got a huge upgrade. While I'm on the subject of kind of like graphics and everything, I have to mention like sound design. Modern Warfare, I knew like they had a huge upgrade to sound design, and I thought, wow, that it sounded super impressive when I first heard it. Like that was like one of my biggest compliments I could give to the game when it first launched in 2018. Modern Warfare 2 just really kind of just builds upon that. It sounds crisp. I mean, it sounds like metallic when you reload, a bunch of clicking. Amazing. Just chef kiss, really. It's really good. Alongside with that was like probably just some new mechanics that I kind of noticed. One of the big, huge new mechanics that I kind of noticed in the game was immediately when I first started up the beta and switching to sidearm. So this is like a new mechanic when you're switching from sidearm to from your main arm. Now you will just kind of like quickly drop your main arm and then pull out your sidearm. It's like your left hand will kind of grab the gun and it'll pull it down, and then your right arm will pull the gun up forward. It's a little bit different from past COD, so you're not switching. Now, switching is always faster than reloading, but this actually gives you a huge time advantage because it actually is a lot faster than just switching normally. Now, the weird thing about this was I only ever saw this really happen when I first started the game and had a preset class already pulled up. When I was playing one of those classes, that's when it would do it, especially with the AR normal. M4, I think it actually pulled it out. Now when I went to do it in a custom class, that wasn't the case. It just pulled out like normal. So I don't know if that's a setting or that maybe just something in the beta, but that was something I really noticed and I thought was really interesting. I'm super excited for that. That's really cool. Little shock flare things, those are new. Those are amazing. What it pretty much does is when you throw a shock grenade, if the enemy comes near it, they literally open up their arms wide and then they start firing their gun to kind of send them off on the map. Those are extremely effective. I already could tell people were complaining about it because they were so. One of the other new mechanics is kind of wall hanging. So essentially what you do now is like you kind of like vaulting over a wall and you'll hang off a wall, but your sidearm will actually pull out and you can actually peek over. And so that is actually kind of like a new little integration into the game. I think that's really kind of cool. It's like just like a little peeking thing. Cameras are new into the game. Kind of like remind me a little R6. You can throw it up on a wall, and then even when it's thrown up on the wall, say you're playing Dom or something like that, when someone enters the room, starts trying to take the objective, you actually get a little audio beep or something like that on that's saying that's like it's picked up an enemy. I thought that was really interesting. So that's really going to change a lot of dynamics between search and rescue, hostage rescue, all of those. Anything with an objective involved with it, it's really going to make like a difference to run that class. Time to kill feels pretty quick. Pretty quick is like normal as any other COD, really. It feels a lot like 2018's COD, so like any 6v6 match you're running feels pretty normal. I did notice on the Mexico map, it was extremely fast. That map moves quickly. The wherever they have it, it's 3-lane, yeah, but it is extremely quick on that map, so be wary of the Mexico map. Weapon balance, for the most part, spending a few hours messing with the gunsmith. I really found myself running a lot of SMGs, but that's just kind of like a personal preference. I did notice that like some M4s and stuff like that were pretty effective. I couldn't balance out from the gunsmith of like kind of like the right proper build, and I might need to spend a little bit more time with that. But overall, I felt like just the SMG was a safe bet. But this is all personal preference and option. You know, that's kind of just up to really like the player what they like to run. I will note the Cinder Class. If you pre-order the Vault Edition, you may have a slight advantage over people in the beta, just for the sake of you have extra attachment options. Keep that in mind when you're playing the beta. If you see someone with a red gun, you might have a slight advantage. Some of the game modes include Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, Domination, Knockout, Hostage, and Third Person. So Team Deathmatch, standard Call of Duty stuff. Search and Destroy, also standard. Domination, also Destroy. I caught myself playing a lot of Domination, but that's typically me. What new game mode I actually found that I really liking so far was knockout. Running, you have only one respawn. It's a 6v6, but you can get revived by your teammate. I thought that was really fun and engaging. Hostage, it's pretty much just knockout, except for there's a hostage. It's kind of like search and destroy a little bit, where there's two hostages. You pick them up, and then you pull out a sidearm, and then you just, if you have a sidearm actually, and then you just run them back to the spot that they need to be rescued from. It's pretty interesting. I like it. Your teammates also can be revived in this one. You only have one life, full out go. It's pretty fun. Tried out third person mode. I think it's pretty interesting. I want to say this is like, I want to believe this is the first COD. This is the first COD I've ever played with third person mode in it. I thought it was pretty fun. It changes up the gameplay a little bit. Not completely different, but you have to be very spatially aware of where you're going. You stick out a lot more in third person. I notice a lot of players come around corners thinking that they're like can't be seen, and they would just get gunned down. Like I would just see them just standing in a corner, and I guess it would be aiming down hard sights, and I totally just blast them out of the way. You can't hard scope crazy amounts third person. I thought it was kind of fun. I had to give it like kind of some more gameplay. I only played a couple matches in third person mode because it was day, but that it is interesting. I don't know if it's going to be my preference to, but you know, if everyone would feel like everyone getting bored with the game, I'd definitely jump into third person mode. So overall gameplay, I thought this game is pretty much Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2018 just tightened up. They just took the first Modern Warfare game and then just tightened it up, built upon that mechanic, which really, I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They just added a couple new game mechanics in it, and it feels fantastic. I really cannot shit on this game at all. It felt good. It ran great. Overall gameplay of the game, it's Call of Duty. It feels exactly like Modern Warfare, just with some new mechanic and a little bit tighter of a gameplay, which is great because that game is great. And I really can't say too many negative things about it. This is a beta. Let's not forget. So this is not a full like review of the game or anything like that. What I kind of thought of what I got from the beta seems pretty polished so far. Other than a couple glitches, some cons that I got from the game was some people were glitching through the walls and shooting me like that. You know, there might be some like minor glitches that I can't really notice right now, but it seemed for the most part the game was pretty polished. Can't complain too much about it. So I thought, you know, overall it's pretty good. I would highly check it out if you guys have PS4. I reviewed this on PS5. Also, while I mentioned this is on, I played this on PS5. The DualSense feedback controller felt amazing. Gun mechanics, everything like that, it felt incredible on that controller. Guys, let me guys know what you think. I thought I had a really good time with the beta. I'm gonna definitely hop in more into it later tonight. Let me know what are you guys playing on? Are you guys playing on PS5, PS4, Xbox, PlayStation? I know right now that it's only the PlayStation beta is out, and then next week is gonna be the Xbox PC. So guys, let me know what you guys think when you guys get your hands onto it. Are you guys picking it up? Are you guys gonna pick up the Vault Edition? Whatever. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I do appreciate it. I'll catch you next time. See ya.